Hey guys, Wolf of Dimensions coming back at you with with a new video. This time about King Ghidorah. Now, I might get a lot of hate mail for this. I will not lie, because of what am I doing? Is I am speaking heresy against all Godzilla fans. Okay, enough of the theatrics. My point is that in the Godzilla universe, we consider King Ghidorah to be Godzilla's greatest foe and his nemesis, mainly because he's the one who keeps coming back the most. But in my mind, I believe that he is not Godzilla's nemesis, for a certain reason or so. Mainly because unless you talk about Kaiser Ghidorah or Showa King Ghidorah, and even through most, you got to talk about either Kaiser Ghidorah or Showa Ghidorah from '64. Any other Ghidorah is a mind controlled alien. Is just people mind controlled it to do something, to fight, to kill, or it was a guardian of Earth. In GMK. Besides that, only Ghidorah 64 and Kaiser Ghidorah are the only ones that had any pure evil intent. And Ghidorah 64, no, it wasn't Ghidorah 64, it was Kaiser Ghidorah, was still controlled by people, or by aliens. So I personally do not believe that King Ghidorah is Godzilla's greatest nemesis. I think that his greatest nemesis is more of either Destroya or Space Godzilla. And you may be like, oh, two Heisei monsters. Of course, the guy who likes the Heisei series is choosing a Heisei monster. But I have good reason to choose these two. Now, you could also ultimately say Mecha Godzilla, but, that's more of a human alien controlled thing, too. Now, there's a reason why I choose these two. First off, if we go in Space Godzilla's theory, he is literally the evil embodiment of Godzilla's rage, mixed with crystals from space, and wants to destroy Earth. He has the same feelings that Godzilla has in a lot of ways, and he needs to destroy Godzilla to rule the Earth. So he literally is targeting Godzilla. That makes him a bigger enemy in the first place. He knows all of Godzilla's moves, and he knows everything about him. That's what makes him so dangerous to Godzilla. And then you have, he has a self-conscious, and he's pure evil. And he's really powerful. And he knows Godzilla's weaknesses. Now, if you move into the case of Destroya, not nearly as smart as Space Godzilla. I can easily say that. But he makes up for it by being the embodiment of the oxygen destroyer, which is the thing that killed the first Godzilla and helps the whole message of what happens with warfare, which is to me why I believe that Destroya is Godzilla's true nemesis. For the reason of it is the embodiment of the oxygen destroyer and represents what happens when you keep trying to improve war. As Sarasawa said, missiles against missiles, bombs versus bombs, nuclear weapons against nuclear weapons. You can't stop it. It's gonna happen. And the only way you can stop that destruction is by ending what you've made, before anyone can get their hands on it. Destroya is a metaphor for weaponry, for war. If I had to be honest on how I felt about him, he literally represents humanity in war, while Godzilla represents the fault of humanity. And, of course, those two things usually walk hand in hand. But in this case, Godzilla in '95, I think, also represents hope. He represents that, things get bad and things will be bad. And, you make mistakes. But in the end, you can still do something good. He went to save his son and he saved humanity. But he died in the process. He fought knowing he was going to die. And, that's an important part of that, is that when he fought Ghidorah, he was like, oh, look at this loser coming into my territory. Hell, in '64, he didn't even want to fight him. Mothra had to convince him. It's just really that I feel like there's a stronger connection between him and Space Godzilla and him and Destroya, more so than him with King Ghidorah. That is why I believe the way I do. Do I believe King Ghidorah is a good arch nemesis? I mean, if they put more character depth into him, yeah. I mean, they did really good in 64. They made it to where he was this creature who just loved destroying entire civilizations on planets and was just the real king of space, the emperor of the cosmos. But then he was just mind controlled by aliens, and that's all it was. And it just kind of made him look weak and kind of made him seem weak. He wasn't even fighting Godzilla because he hated Godzilla. He was fighting Godzilla because he was being mind controlled. So that is my opinion on why King Ghidorah should not be Godzilla's main nemesis. Also, why I believe Space Godzilla and Destroya are better nemesis options for him. More so, and mostly in my mind, Destroya is Godzilla's nemesis. And you cannot beat an embodiment of the Oxygen Destroyer. Even if you kill it, the message will still be there. So, like, comment, subscribe, guys. I'm going to be releasing more stuff as the weeks continue. Thank you guys for watching. Wolf of Dimensions, signing off. See you guys.